Oh, also, I've just like fucked my whole life up because it's now like 3 o'clock and I've not left my accommodation yet. But I just needed a down day. Like, my arm is killing me. Like, it actually really hurts, like this arm. So I'm carrying my suitcase up and downstairs. And I know that sounds like so fucking like lame. But when you like, I guess you also do need to warm up, but like, I don't really know how to warm up muscles. When you literally have not done physical exercise since like grade 8, this bitch, and you're now like 19, to like, I've been walking like, I think on average like 14 Ks. So my legs are tired, but who cares? Like, my legs don't ache. But I've never lifted anything, like, I've never lifted them weights, bro, or like anything like that. So my case is only like 20 kilos, but like, I've continuously pretty much had to lift it. Like, on the day I left Japan, I must have lifted it down like, for like a lot of time, up and down staircases and this and escalators, and then to get into my accommodation stuff. Like, I was doing that quite a lot, and it's just worn my arm out because it's not used to lifting, and it's like, ow, ow. But I'm also just was exhausted from traveling. I'm now like a third of the way into my trip, I realised. Well, kind of, pretty much, close enough. Because it's like my 9th day today and I've got 27 days in total. So it's basically like it's basically like a third of the way through my trip. But I'm just like, I was so full on in Japan that like, I did need like a down day, but I should have been up a bit earlier. I set my alarm for 11, then I woke up at like 10, then I stayed up till like 11, and then it was 11:30, and then I set my alarm for 12:30, and then I changed my alarm to 1. So I got up at 1 o'clock while I'm in Seoul, which seems like a bit of a waste of a day in Seoul. You just got to think about what you want to do and kind of try to take advantage of the city. But also, I don't really like Seoul. Like, I think, you know what I think I've done? Is I've put myself into a bad mindset, and I fully believe in the world that you can manifest things, and you can manifest good, you can manifest bad, and it's why I believe you can change your emotions a lot. And people don't realise quite how much you can like counteract those kind of things. It's kind of how I got over my anxiety. I just kind of like, basically CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy. Google it if you don't know what that is. But anyway, I like bought myself because I didn't have I had like a good landing in Seoul, but then it was kind of annoying with customs, and then it was kind of annoying with the train, and then paying card fees, which just like annoys me. Like, what is this, the 1980s? Like, I'm not with Combank, like I don't pay card fees, like sorry, like I'm not an idiot that stays with the bank that my parents have been with since they were born, and I've always been with. Like, I've just exposed all my friends, I'm sorry. I don't think any of my friends are even with Combank, but still, like, I'm not that bitch, okay? It put me in a bad mood. And then getting here, I got lost, and then Google Maps, I've been walking directions, and having to lift my case upstairs, which is just dumb. Like, why do you not have the infrastructure for that? Like, I saw someone saying that Japan is a non-accessible city that's been retrofitted to be accessible, and I was like, that's a good point. Anika Victoria on YouTube, I love her. She said that, and obviously I'm able-bodied, but like, Tokyo is a non-accessible city that's still just a non-accessible city, but like, it's just badly designed anyway. So then that kind of put me in a bad mood. Getting here put me in a bad mood, and then like kind of the quality of some things in the apartment and how messy and how cluttered the drawers are. And I know that sounds really like dramatic, like your cupboards are mess in your Airbnb, like that's not a reason to get stressed. But as a minimalist, I'm gonna keep saying that even though I'm not at all a minimalist, but like, it stresses me out. Like, I don't have drawers like that, and I never have. Like, honestly, tell me whether you feel relaxed looking in that cupboard, because this bitch doesn't, and it stresses me out. And then my light bulb's blown in my bathroom. One of them wasn't working, and the other one is. But then the fact that like my bathroom lights don't turn on, and I've messaged my Airbnb host. I messaged him yesterday when I left, telling him. He responded to smile guys. I was like, cool, he's going to do it. And then he didn't do it. But still, it shouldn't even happen. And he's not even been apologetic. Like, I don't know, like, it feels shit. Like, how long have I been here? 5 nights? I think I spent over $500 on this accommodation. Like, it's not like, I mean, look, it's nice. I've got, like, a full, like, studio. Like, the beds are so fucking comfy. But it's not like I've not given you any money. The automatic light is kind of cool. And I've figured out the point of these is that you do them and it like gives you like 10 seconds and then it turns all the lights off, which is really good if you're gonna leave or if you're like getting into bed. It's actually really helpful. But anyway, also I've discovered that I think one of the things that was causing me to get sore throats quite often was not what you think, was keeping my toothbrushes and not like keeping them in a cupboard or whatever. See, there we go. Gives you like, I guess it's like 20 seconds. I'm pretty sure what it was keeping my toothbrushes like in a cupboard or in somewhere where it doesn't get sunlight. Because I was researching about it, and people were like, make sure you keep your toothbrush in sunlight. And I'd had a sore throat develop like a week before I came, and that was like a few days after I'd like sorted out my bathroom and kept stuff under my sink. And I was like, that's true actually, it's in the dark. You're like, UV light kills bacteria. That's how like a lot of UV things kill things, and to a much lesser degree the sunlight, obviously, because it's not nearly as concentrated. But still, like, it also like evaporates all the like water off of the thing to make sure it's fully dry and stuff. So I've started to keep my toothbrushes on my window sink because I'm like, it's honestly just like probably not doing anything, but also like it's a good point actually. Like I think that is something we as a species, there's so many little things we do that we don't think about the consequence of. But I honestly think that was kind of what was causing me a bit of a low-key sore throat. And so I changed it when I was at home, and then I got to Japan, and I was just leaving them in the bathroom in Japan. And then by the third day, I had a sore throat, and I was like, this isn't good. And then kept them on the windowsill, and it kind of went away in like a couple of days. And kind of like, so I'm like, look, correlation doesn't mean causation. I love that. That's like my favourite quote of all time. But like, it could. So keep my toothbrush like this. Anyway, I'm going to go get ready because it's like 3:30 now and I've not done anything. It's weird because in Australia I'd be like, oh my god, like the other side of the city, but like when you're in the city you just don't care. And also because subways are just so good. Like I just love subways. Even the Korean one, which is kind of shit, it's like I love it. Like in Brisbane, my like big hometown near me, the like third biggest in Australia, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the third biggest actually, Brisbane. There are a few train lines in Brisbane. I think there's like 6 or 7. But I always catch the Gold Coast line because I live on the Gold Coast. But like the city is like, I guess also because it's very linear. But yeah, because even Brisbane's quite linear, but it's more like horizontal rather than vertical like the Gold Coast. But like the train line, you can't really catch a train from one end of the city to the other. Whereas in a city that's like large, like Seoul, you can kind of just take the subway and go and explore new places. And like in Tokyo, I could do that. I could catch a subway for like 40 minutes and have a change halfway through and not think anything of it. Whereas like I'd literally like, that's the thing. I was thinking about it earlier. I've never in my life, until I got to Japan, changed from one train to another, like ever, my whole life. Obviously I've connected buses to trams on the Gold Coast, or I don't even think I've catched the tram to the light rail, but the transfers are still relatively seamless in Korea. Like you don't even have to like tap off and then tap back on again. You just like leave one part of it and then go to another. And then in Japan, sometimes you'd be changing to different companies, which was kind of annoying, but they were all like linked underground, so it wasn't an issue. Okay, I'm gonna go. This is 12 minutes. This vlog I thought was gonna be a short day because I didn't leave the house till 3 o'clock, but apparently not, because I can chat till the cows come home. So I'm gonna go, brush my teeth, get out of here, message my Airbnb host again, like, please fucking fix my bathroom line. Because the tea is I could fix it myself. Like, as much as I look like such a femme gay that's like, got like a pink flowers wallet. Like, when you really think about that, that's pretty fucking gay. Like pink flower Gucci wallet, like especially like the gayest fucking bitch on the planet. But I am relatively I'm relatively handy because my dad is, so I could fix the light bulb, I'm sure, and there is a light bulb in there. But I don't know like Korean electricity like share, which doesn't really matter. Like light bulbs aren't rocket science. But I don't want to like, with the way the bathroom lights are, they aren't like ones you can either screw in and out. It's like you have to like lift the housing down, and if I lift the housing down and can't get it back up, then I'll be like, I tried to fix myself, and then like, I just don't want that. And also, I shouldn't fucking have to. I want to say this place was like $5.40 a night, like in total, which look is really cheap for the amount of space I've got and how close I am to stuff. But for Airbnb and for like me, that's a fuck ton of money. That's like my friend, I was telling her how much money I have left for my trip, and she was like, you think about how many hours went into you saving that much money. I'm like, I know, it's like actually wild, like months and months and months of work, and like you just think so casually in the moment. I'm gonna go look up how much this one cost me. Okay, it was only actually $4.84, but still, that's like basically $100 a night. And at the end of the day, like, my bathroom light doesn't work. So even though it's a really comfy bed and the kitchen kind of works, and not really, and there's no like sugar or anything, and it's like so much of it's shit. But like, even though there are some good stuff, and like I've got a lot of space, my bathroom light doesn't work. And at the end of the day, that's unacceptable. Like, if for the vast majority of people, they'd be causing like so much of a bigger fuss. However, I really do believe everything in life happens for a reason, and love that. But I think everything teaches you something in life, and teaches you about human interaction, or what you can and can't live without. And I've really, like the exclusion diet, where you like exclude things from your diet and figure out what was making you sick. I've realised that it is quite cute, actually, the IKEA thing, as much as shit as I was talking about it. Someone posted my like employers where I work's Facebook page, which is kind of funny because I'm like not bothered, because I'm like, in South Korea, like I don't care. But like I've really found that like, I don't know, like you run out of body wash and you've not a chance to buy some more. I'm like, oh, that's annoying. But then I also have some Lush shower jelly that I can replace with it, or I ran out of shampoo, but I also had some Fun from Lush, which you can use as shampoo, and like those kind of things. I actually quite like doing that. Like I quite like knowing that I can do without. Like I remember a friend, not really friends. I'm friends with one of them. At a friend's birthday, we went and got an apartment in Circus for their birthdays, and I forgot my clubbing bag, so I just did without. And then what was it that I forgot the next night? I forgot something else, and I just did without. And like you kind of make do, I think. What was it? I can't remember. But there was like a few things like that, like, and everything that kind of happens to me, I'm like, you can really like, I'm really not tied to things as much as it seems like. Me with my Burberry coat and my like Gucci bag, like leave me alone. But I can do without a lot of things, and I think it's quite an interesting practice to have to substitute without, like, oh, you don't have a hairdryer, but you always blow dry your hair, or you don't have this, or like I didn't have any bowls at my Japan accommodation, so I used a cup, and I could do without. And then I got a spoon from the supermarket, and like that kind of thing. And like there was only like one proper bowl here, so I cleaned it before I ate from it, because I don't trust this owner at all. Cleaned before I ate from it, and then I've just washing it after every use. Like you can really like substitute things in life to like live your best life, and I think it's kind of a good practice to do, to kind of teach you that you can do without some of the things that you thought were like integral to your day to day. But then, like, I shouldn't have to. Like, the thing is overall the universe has placed in my path for me to learn that I can do without light, because I've thought that quite a lot, because we've had a few power cuts where I live. We've not really had, we've had two in like a year and a half, but when I went away to another Airbnb, they had a power cut there. But it taught me how reliant we are on lights, and we never think about lights ever. So I think it's kind of been a good thing for me to learn that I can actually kind of do without lights in a bathroom, and I can kind of, that's fine. So like it did teach me something, and it's good. And it's good that the universe put it in my path to develop me as a person. However, from an Airbnb house standpoint, I'm paying you $500, and one of the two rooms that I have doesn't have a light. And it's arguably the room you need the light in the most. Like, I don't like, can I just say it's a trip trying to pee and trying to shower and trying to brush your teeth in the dark. And like right now even, it's not that well lit, which is kind of my fault because the blinds aren't open. But so like, but because my room isn't very well lit, then my bathroom is all the way down there. So I have to leave the door open to shower, and try to like somehow like be able to see to wash my body. But it's kind of a trip. It's a good experience. Anyway, okay, I'm literally gonna go because I will never get off here if I continue talking about Snapchat. I'm so sorry. Sweetie, I'm so sorry that an ugly bitch would even say that. Like, what's really weird is you've almost got to keep closed doors here or it just like never goes. I think I'm doing quite well to wear like slightly different clothes to say I literally have like 3 pairs of shoes and like 3 pairs of jeans. But I feel like this looks like a completely different like set of clothes. I mean, I've got my scarf on again, but I've got like a different bag, different pants, different everything. Which is good. We out here at 4 o'clock for the first time. I feel like my life's really surreal. Like I'm actually in Korea alone, and like when I'm in my accommodation I forget, and then I like come out and I'm like, I'm in Korea alone. Like I was thinking about the stuff that I've bought that's from Korea and it's travelled all around. Like it's so weird, amazing but weird. I'm really out here. Okay, so I'm coming to the Nam Diamond Market. I love how many times they're really big, so like I won't be able to show you them all. This is like the tail end of it, and then like goes all the way up this street. As you can see, this is like a typical like trashy, bad quality clothing market, which just stresses me out a little bit. Honestly, truly, this is crazy. It's all clothing, which is weird. This is very interesting. Love that. These are like more proper stores. I really need to find my friend a snow globe, but none of these cities have snow globes. Might have to get one in like Hong Kong even. Very cool. That wasn't the one I liked to do the night. This is like the kids area, so I need to walk to the main market. I forgot what like real markets were like. Like these are more like English markets. So I was so used to like Japan's markets, which are like actually really nice. It's like it's pretty, but it's like so much like hats and bags and it's all fake and like why would I want that? It's just like a labyrinth like market. I'm pretty sure this is the street I walked down last time with all the food on it and shoes at the side. It's like not, it's like all clothing. I don't want to buy like random accumulations. I'm more looking for like snow globes. I'm actually not been to a tourist information yet in my trip and I plan to not all, but I kind of want a snow globe, so I'm going to ask them if they know where I could get one. Okay, this is hectic in all the best ways. Sprawling markets with so many shops and stalls and things to buy and tchotchkes. This might have snow globes. I'm going to go. Yeah, it's fridge magnets. Wow, this is literally so hectic. There's so many stores. And there's like an underground bar. There's more stuff that way. Wow. This is literally so hectic. Oh my god, it's like so expansive, but there's like not a whole lot that I really want. Like in cute little side streets. The amount of fake stuff I've seen now has made me like hate designer stuff, honestly. Not that that could ever happen, but sure. Like there's so much stuff. This place is like so busy. You could literally walk through here all day. How gorgeous. Rampant consumerism in this scenario is like crazy to me. People buy shit from these markets. Like the only thing I'd maybe buy is food if I'm gonna be careful, but like so much stuff everywhere. It's crazy. Like I'm like very lost right now, but in the best possible way. Like this is like whole market Korea, which I was like expecting a developed country, which it is in places, but like there's a lot more of this than I imagined. This is more what I'm into, the street food. I don't want all this crappy clothes, and there's so many of them shops. There's also a lot of these that are quite cute. I just thought Korea was going to be the powerhouse that Japan is. And it's quite as developed, but it's not. I love a good fake Fendi fruit. There's loads of these kind of shops with just stuff everywhere. Like fruit markets and fish and stuff. I really want to film like them properly. Some of these stalls. But they seem to be a lot more picky than the Japanese on what you film. So I'm having to be relatively careful. Okay, so I just bought some vegetarian. But for some reason she I was like, oh, I only have 10,000. She was like, that's okay, you can change it. And she gave me her money bucket to change. I don't know why she trusted me like that. But I kind of feel like someone's going to come after me. Okay, so I can kind of see the value in Kontiki now. I've always thought, like, you're not really travelling, and you're not, but like, to have people around you and have stuff planned and have friends and to meet people and like, I don't know, I feel like there's safety in numbers, which would be quite nice. Maybe I will do a Kontiki tour someday. Even though it's a generic thing, it's like a very rite of passage type thing. Bye, Nambion markets. Never going to come back. Okay, so those markets were quite fun. Nothing scares me anymore, but that's kind of as close as I got to feeling not completely comfortable, even though I was walking around them for like half an hour. So I got some kind of vegetable one, and then some kind of vegetable one, and then some kind of like vegetable mozzarella one. So I've emptied out my hands. Got them. This is what they look like. I'll let you know though. This is mozzarella. Okay, I do like green pancakes, but actually sweet. It's basically not the same veg film as what I had last time. No, I've got this friend and she says that she always just like takes care of her shit, like her designer shit, so it still looks nice. And then she's horrified that I'm only uses to and how much I've bought. Honestly, I was like, yeah, she's kind of right. But like, I was walking through dirty, awful, gross, tacky markets. Why have I done this to my users? Honestly. I mean, it's the cute, but like, oh. Okay, so it turns out this one is just the exact same as the other one. Like, filling wise, just as much cheese in it. But it was like $1 cheaper. Cute. Love that. Really out there in summer. So I went to go down to the station, and then I saw a sign for Shinsegae, and I feel like I remember seeing that that's a department store, so maybe they will have the skincare one. But looking at it, it looks like a cafe. What the hell? I like that. I thought it was a shopping centre. It's a food market apparently. Oh, great. I guess not then. Turns out I was in a staff-only area of the department store. But I've got into the department store. The dude helped me out. Thank God, oops. I got in some serious trouble there. Me getting arrested in Seoul. Wow, what a big shopping center. This is exactly what I wanted. Why is it? Oh my God, I can't believe this is in the staff-only area. I feel really bad. Came to the back floor. God, love this. Oh my God, I literally don't know. It was the men's luxury shop. Why would I want to go to men's luxury? What is that? God, there's brands everywhere in Asia, it's crazy. I need to go to floor number 10 though for Korean skincare, which I'm after. Oh my God, this is cute. This is like David Jones on crack. It's literally like 10 floors. It's not, it's like 12 floors. It's literally like David Jones on crack. See, this is duty free, which I'm going to go in obviously because I'm a tourist, so I can get duty free. I can already see Chanel and Balenciaga and oh, look perfect. It's just what I need. This is literally a makeup and cosmetics floor. I think it's great. Look how large it is. Like literally more of the skincare. So. Oh, it's hectic, yeah. But I've seen one of the few brands I want. So they don't have the product I want, but they've got some other brands, but they don't have the makeup, which is so annoying. So I'm so proper for someone else. It says don't use it, but only between midnight and 5, so I guess I can use it. It's an underground passageway. Oh my god, no. I can't believe I was in the staff area, although that explained why I was so fucking confused. Because I was underground, I was in like here, I think, and I just I was in the train station. I went through a door because it showed like to the shopping centre I was in. But I went in through the door to the Shingu. Okay, that's the shopping centre. That one. I went through the door to the Shingon. I don't know what it's called. Shopping centre. Because I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, cool, I know that. I went through that one, I think, which I guess is like the staff entrance. But I have no idea. I'm very lost. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to walk through the shopping centre. No idea. It turns out that's just a shopping centre, and it's not connected to the station. But I think it's saying I've got to leave this to go to the line for. That's so weird. What the hell? I'm here. Whichever one I've got to go to, I guess. So that's the 12th floor department store I went to that I ended up in the staff entrance for. So I guess I'm gonna walk now and try to find this train station. I should be able to find it. I don't know. I'm so lost. Let's try to end up at a train station this time. I'm not in the staff area of the shopping mall. Oh god, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I don't even think I'm going in the right direction, honestly. I actually can't express to you how little the motorists care. You're on a crossing, halfway through a crossing, and they just drive through it. If there's more than half a metre between you and them, they just drive through crossings. It's so funny. You've got to be so vigilant compared to literally every other city I've ever been to in my entire life. This is very pretty now. I'm going back to Gangnam to buy some cosmetics. I hope they aren't closed. It's nearly 6 o'clock, but we'll soon see. I'm a mess. But I am trying to kill some time, so at least I've found something to do. Oh. Kind of great. This was the train station I came in at. Saw the signs for Shinsei. Went in, and it's a staff entrance for some unknown reason on a train station. Well, this is a white thing. A train station in the area. That's not a vibe. It's relatively easy to change trains though. You don't even have to leave the station. So that's cool. I think I'm on the right line. I'm fairly certain anyway. Who knows? Oh well, let's wing it. I'm just a bit too confident now. I actually love that Korean trains are busier than Japanese, I swear.
On your right. 이 역은 타는 곳과 선동선 사이가 넓습니다. 내리실 때 조심하시기 바랍니다. Please watch your step.
Blue and the orange down. Oh, and the green. It's like they've half-half to put some stuff in English and then not most stuff. The odd things in English, but the rest of them. I just feel a bit like a discounted one, honestly. That's alright. It's quite pretty. What a sprawling metropolis is Seoul. I'm really in Seoul. I keep thinking I'm just in Japan. I'm really out here in Korea. I don't really stand it, but I mean, what a cute little entrance to Daiso. Oh, this is the cutest Daiso I've ever seen. This is weird to me. There's no crossing here, so you've got to cross one street to go to the other. And this should just be on there, but it's not. You'd have to go underground. And I need to go there. Oh, that's amazing convenient as well. Yeah. That stresses me out. Can you imagine driving here? There's no roadwork. And we're on green. And they're just driving across the crossing. It's the road, and they kept coming even though we were on green. Like, oh my god, stop. I thought this was a museum, but it's a department store that's Hyundai branded. Wow, I love capitalism. Cool though. Welcome for the Aboria song. Oh, second coming. Thanks, Christ. Thanks, Christ, for Korean skincare. Honestly true. So I was excited to like try Korean skincare, and look, I know it's expensive, but it was like $40 for like a cleansing oil. I'm like, really? It's not that deep, sis. Like, I really do not want to be spending that much money on a fucking, it's an oil cleanser. Like, I saw another one from a different brand that was like $14. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, it's a cleanser. Like, it's not rocket science, honestly. Oh, Starbucks. When is there not a fucking Starbucks in Seoul? There's actually like substantially more Starbucks in Seoul than there are in Australia, which is fun. And now I need to find Corsacks. Okay, I'm gonna go so I can look for Corsacks. I think that's my biggest criticism of Seoul. They just prioritise cars too much. Like, every successful major city I've ever been to has prioritised pedestrians and public transport over cars. And they just have allowed cars to like infiltrate the city, which they just shouldn't. Like, it's just not a good idea to have cars everywhere. It like reduces the pedestrian spirit and reduces the amount people walk and enjoy a public space. Like, look, I'm not a fucking like urban designer, but I know that like it's not rocket science. Like, don't have cars on pavements and more people walk on the pavements. Like, it's literally not rocket science. Maybe I should do that. I actually think urban development could be a really good job for me. Doing it completely the wrong career. I've literally, this is like the third plastic surgery office I've passed. Doing completely the wrong degree to be doing an urban planner, but I feel like I'd be really good at that. Because I feel like people just don't think things through. Like, oh my god, like, it's honestly insane. People just don't. Like, this is crazy. This is the first major city I've ever been in, a busy area that's had like a car wash and a fuel pump. Like, it shouldn't. They should be like for the suburbs, you know what I mean? It's weird. I think that's my actual dream car. An R8 convertible. Sound amazing. And like, obviously I'm gay as shit, I'm not a car person, but like, I've always quite liked how it is. And the R8 is like the most iconic supercar for me. Like, everyone has Porsches, Ferraris, even McLarens. We're going a bit basic now. You've got a Lamborghini. No one has an R8. Like, no one has an R8. But in Australia, they're nearly $500,000. They start at 400 grand, which is insane because they're like so much cheaper everywhere else in the world. But literally, they're like 450 grand in Australia. It's like insane. So, and the cabriolets start at more. So there's no universe in which I'll ever afford an R8 convertible unless I become the rich that I so despise that profit off of poor people's labour, like Jeff Bezos or someone. But if I do, I'm getting an R8. I morally couldn't though. Too much of a soul. Like, look, we stand a Porsche cabriolet, but I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the monsters, but still. But like, why is it parked on the street? Why are so many cars parked on the street? It's crazy. I just saw a Pomeranian that looked like Jeffree Star's Diva, or I don't know which one's which. They're like cream coloured, that's not the right word, like neutral one, and it was so cold, its legs were shivering. Also, I'm in a shopping avenue. I kind of thought I was coming somewhere really random, but it turns out it's just a shopping avenue, it's fine. That's honestly my number one tip for travelling. Just go after looking for something in specific, like some random things that you know you definitely want, and you'll end up exploring the city and going really far out your way to go for some little like dumb like Korean skincare, but then you'll find other really cute places anyway. So it's meant to be here, and it's not, so let's have a wander. Okay, so I've wandered down quite a lot on this street and I still can't find it. So I think I'm going to go back to where it said it was and try the other side. Some of this places look cute. I know it's very cute. Love that. Oh, yeah. There's a funky version of Scrubs right now. This is quite cute, actually. I do like some South Africa. So this is like the back side of that Sinza street I was in yesterday. At the end that I didn't come down. But I also didn't know I wanted the products yesterday, so I don't regret it. Garogil Road, again, that means tree line street, I'm pretty sure, in Korean. So I'm going to go to the train station, then I'm going to go to Dongdaemun Market, eat something, have a quick look at the market. I've already seen some markets, so I'm not really too desperate. This is where I am. Like, I guess because I was just sat in the shade, but I'm so cold. Like, I'm freezing. It's very cute though. I'm gonna get this train, do these markets, eat something, go home and sleep. Like, I'd kind of forgot it was like this when it's cold, because I'm never cold. I live in Australia. Even when it's cold in Australia, it's like a coat cold. It's never like this cold. And like, I went to Paris when it was cold. I went to Paris in like end of November, like 28th to 30th of November, like freezing a couple of years ago. It was really cold and like limiting. But I'd been in the UK, so I was kind of expecting it. I'd got thick socks on, and I'd got leggings on underneath my jeans, and I guess I had one more layer on underneath my chest, but I just had a warmer jumper, because this coat is like not that warm, because I wasn't expecting to need a warm one. I can't wear this one again, I don't think. I think I've got to wear my Burberry one, because my Burberry one's a little bit warmer. But I forgot quite how much it holds you back. Like, I've literally done some markets day. I've picked up some more Korean skincare, been in a department store, and I'm so exhausted and so cold. Like, I just can't do it. Like, I'm gonna have a good day tomorrow wandering around with a friend, but then I'm excited that then after that I only have one day left. Like, as awful as it sounds, I've spent so much money to be here, but to have 2 days left, it's kind of nice because it's so fucking cold. Whew. I'm going to go to the stream after the markets though. If you've ever watched Sense8, the stream that Sun, I think her name is, walks down. I can't believe I'm actually in Korea. It's kind of a little bit whack. Like, same Korea that Quiz... Okay, Quizmas Cafe. No, the same Korea that Sun in Sense8 is set in, and like all that. Like, it's so weird to me. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go. Bye, love you. This is, I guess, cool. This is definitely the last time I'm coming to Gangnam though. I said yesterday was my only time to Gangnam. I just can't really bother to come back. I don't really love the vibe that much, to be really honest. There's literally a Vuitton and a Chanel everywhere I turn in Asia. It's crazy. I bought another Picari sweater, and that's pretty cheap. So it's on like a train platform, especially. 500 mils, it was 1,500 won, which is like $1.85 or something like. It's like pennies. I'm getting kind of fond of the grapefruit flavour, to be honest. Great, another busy train. I'm listening to Best of Both Worlds by Hannah Montana right now. Lol. So I got off 2 stations too late. I realised pretty much that it's the last station past. I was like, that's weird. I thought that was the one after tomorrow. Oh well, I was too distracted to listen to Halsey. It's fine. It's literally just across the way. And there's another one here. It's delayed me by like a second, like 2 minutes. I'm not bothered. Also, literally that's like 40 cents. Because 1,000 is like $1.20. So that's literally like 40 cents. It's in a train station for an espresso. That's insanely good price. Okay, so I'm at the Dongdaemun market, I'm pretty sure. And then this is the mall that's attached to it. There was heaps of markets down there, and I'm going to do them in a sec. But I'm going to quickly do this mall for a hot moment. I'm going to do the duty-free skincare. Well, apparently all I do is skincare shop while I'm here. But I vibe. I was ringing my friend so I couldn't vlog me off the way. But I'll go ring her again, so I'll be back. Okay, so I've not been vlogging as much as I probably ought to, because I was FaceTiming my friend, but I've stopped now. So I'm going to show you a quick tour, and then I'm going to leave this area since I've already walked around it. I went in the department store. Okay, interesting. These are all the markets that literally like look around all these. There's so many little markets of socks and clothes and stuff, you know. It's a load of like stuff because the markets don't properly get busy till like there's someone behind me. Like, this is just hectic. They don't properly open till like 10, and it's like 10 past 9 now. Oh my look how hectic all this crap. That's what it all is. It's all just like made in China, like mass produced bullshit. People don't want or need. Like it's very like wasteful. Really probably all organized. These are the indoor markets, and it's still so cold even though they're indoor. It's the installations, man. This is crazy to me. Like, actually hectic. Like, the crossover here. Like, oh shit, this is on like, this is brilliant. Like, this is what some like underground area people don't know about. This is like pizzeria. It's just messy. Messy's the only word for it. Like, it's full on. Like, I'm gonna go leave and go eat at a different Korean place. It's like I just can't do it. Like, it's just I don't like markets. Actually, I don't think I need to keep coming to them in different cities. Like, they can be on the fun of their own experience, but like they're almost depressing actually. Like, stop spitting on the ground. Like, that's not cute. Like, who raised you, honestly? Like, I've not even shown you like the scale of it. Like, it's so many shops like this full of stuff. Like, crazy to me. That's just crazy. It's literally like, I'm gonna wait for this car to go through. It's literally like all of that, all here. Like, it's literally like 5 blocks squared of just crappy markets. It's like crazy to me. Like, that's not okay. Like, look at all this. Literally. Like, it's just not a vibe. It's like a mess. Japan would never. Japan feels like a more third world country, which it shouldn't, because Korea is the fastest internet in the world in Korea. But it's not. It's just very like piles of shit everywhere. And I've not even taken you to the main markets, which are even worse. This is very cool. It's like a large plaza. I feel like that's a different shopping centre than the one that I was in. But, like, you honestly can't tell. So, just walking to the train station now to go back to between Myeongdong and Seoul. Like, look, even the pretty nice shops. Maybe I'll just go in the night where they're all like filling. Maybe I'll come at like the night where they're filling. They're doing like stock take and filling, but like it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like clutter. See, like, this bit is so cute. Like, very well developed, and like that looks gorgeous. Like all this, and like that was the duty free shop I went in. Huge, like amazing, but then it's like crap. Like it's very good. Like, it's like a faux developed area. You know what I mean? I kind of want to go see what the other side of that is. But like the crossings in Korea are a nightmare. Again, because they don't prioritise pedestrians. Like, hey, this one's not even lighted. Look how much like these intersections is on. And there's not even like a little green man. Like, that's not safe at all. Like, look, 100%. When I walk past, this dude's just gonna go. Look, just gonna go. Just like to cross it. Just go. People are still on it. It's like so unsafe. I do love this so much that I have to cross the road to come see it. Don't even see it all of this, but this is kind of cool. I think I've learned that I can't handle any places that are consumerist, even if they're like consumerist in another culture. I can't do it. I need to go to like public open spaces, and food places can be okay, like if it's not incessant greed, but like I can't handle markets and the like. It's just not something I can do. You know what I mean? This is really cool. I don't even know this was here. Love this. I do want to also go see the river before I leave. Oh, there's just like a cafe. Okay. That seems a bit peculiar. I thought it was actually like a cool space. It's just like capitalism again. This feels very much like a spaceship. It's Disney, I would imagine it. Like, this is the way Disney does like spaceships. And this is so beautiful. It's right next to those markets where you've got stuff laid out on the streets and like madness and a mess. But it feels very like insincere to spend this much on like architecture for no point when you've got such undeveloped like markets. And I guess that's kind of what people like and what people are used to, but I don't like that. This is very I don't know what this is meant to be. I'm sure I'm gonna look, but it's a very beautiful architectural space. Oh, it's a relic of an old square from the Joseon dynasty. See, that's gorgeous. And that's like the culture I wanted from South Korea. And it's like a dude playing piano and like this beautiful thing. I kind of do feel like the market's just kind of ruined that a lot for me. Ruined this amazing space and the art hall and the lights on here that have got like a beautiful like flickering pattern. Like, what a gorgeous space. And other parts of it's just a mess, you know what I mean? Like, even though unconventional lighting's cute, and some stuff's just like a mess. Like, literally a mess. I'm a little bit like shook by this. Like, you wouldn't expect this. I mean, I obviously didn't know what I was walking into, but for sure didn't think it was this. Like, look at this. How gorgeous. And like, this is cool. Like the exhibition and design market. And look at that. And like, wow, like me posing for thumbnail. Like, this looks iconic. What a gorgeous space. Not just because it's modern, but it's architecturally designed. Like, look at that. So that was that outdoor bit I showed you. There's some more different things. And some gorgeous, like, shops in here. And then that's the staircase as people taking a picture. See, this is gorgeous. Why don't we have more of this? Like, come on, Seoul. Like, this is the career I want. I like this gorgeous career. I really need to eat something. It's currently like, oh fuck, it's 9:30. I've had 2 Weetabix and those 2 Korean pancakes is all I've ate all day. I was thinking, I feel so sick. Oh my god, I hope I've not got food poisoning. I'm like, no bitch, you've just not ate. Like, no bitch, starving yourself isn't a diet. Like, stop. Oh my god. I don't want that. I don't really want any of this stuff. Yes, skinny. How gorgeous is this? I love this so much. What an amazing architecture. Well, I've not walked up the steps, but I'm so hungry. I need to go around like actually buying more. Look, not that it's healthy to eat chocolate, but I just bought a Mars bar because I'm like, not a Mars bar, Snickers. Because you're not you when you're hungry, and I like, literally I'm like, not to be dramatic, I don't think I'm gonna faint, but like, I don't know if I can make it to the train station and order my food. I'm waiting for my food, and I've not ate anything. Now I've not eaten like 6 hours? Wow, this sea of like, wait, if this wave of weakness has just like hit me like a ton of breath. I was feeling like completely fine, and then all of a sudden, I peed, and then I went out and I don't even know where I'm going. No, but anyway, I peed and then I got out and then I like left the bathroom and I like immediately felt just so faint that I was like, you know what I mean? Shit. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Yeah. okay, so I'm usually not a male ass bitch that just has to like can't refuse to admit when they're wrong and that kind of thing. And I'm not a bitch that can refuse to admit when they're wrong. But I went into a Korean restaurant then. I was starving and I'd seen it like yesterday or the day before. This is only my second day. Yesterday. And no, I had seen it the first day because it was my first night. And I was like, cool, I want to try that like proper Korean, like small restaurant, really cool options. And then there was some English and there was pictures, so I was like, perfect. Good price, it was like 6,000 won then, which is like $7.50. So I go in, I decided what I wanted. It took me ages to decide what I wanted. I was outside because there was loads of options, everything looked good. I went and got some fried rice with chicken breast and spicy sauce. So I walk in and she doesn't even greet me, this rude ass fucking bitch, which is fine. She's cleaning up tables or whatever. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you order at the counter, I don't know whether you sit down and order, you don't know if you pay at the beginning, at the end. Like I've never been to Korean restaurant. I also don't know whether I was meant to tip her, but then she wasn't really attentive, so fuck her. Because I know in Japan you don't tip people, so I don't want to tip her because it's rude in Japan, so like, whatever. So I go in, and then I'm like, hi, and then I like look around, like, order, and then she's like, oh, basically she's like, grabs a menu off somewhere else, slams it down, and I was like, okay, chill. Like, look, I'm not the most tolerant of tourists in Australia, but I have never, even on my worst day, been so bad like that. Like, I'm gonna like point to what I want, and I'm like, thank you, kamsa. And she's like, very spicy. And then I kind of like half-heartedly agree it should be okay, because like I do quite like spicy bread. I'm not like a bitch that eats like white bread. I'm just like, it's spicy, but it depended how spicy. Spicy for a white person, it's not too bad for me, but spicy for like lots of people, oh my god, that was an accident waiting to happen. But spicy for like some people can be like a bit full on. So I was like, and like alluded to it being okay, and then she like tutted and walked away. Rude. And then there were some people next to me, and the dude could speak Korean and English, and his wife couldn't, and he was like, oh, what did you order? And then I told him, and he was like, oh yeah, it is pretty spicy. And he's like, it depends on like the place. I mean, it was kind of distorted English, but I got what he was saying. It depends on the place. It can be more or less. Also, story time. Basically, it can be on the place. Like, so he was like, yeah, it is pretty spicy. She's kind of right. And then he talked to his wife for like a second, not in a rude way, in like asking his wife. And his wife was like, she'll be okay with like sides and water. So I got sides and water, and it arrived, and look, honestly, it wasn't the spiciest thing I've ever ate. Probably top 5, maybe number 5th on that list. But it builds up the heat when you're eating it, because it's like a lot of it, and like it's something that I enjoyed the heat and I enjoyed the fire, but it's probably not something that I wouldn't probably choose again, actually, but it's probably something that, like, if I could choose the spiciness, it'd be slightly less. But I made sure to finish every damn fucking grain of rice, because I'm a petty as fuck bitch. So that when she went to clean up, and then I went to pay, when she went to clean up my table, completely fucking empty bitch. Like, that's such like a male attitude to have to like prove people wrong. But like, she wasn't being nice, being like, I'm just forewarning you that that's quite spicy, it might not be good for you. Like, she was like, bitch, I'm fine, like, not a problem. Like, I filled up my water, but like, I'm fine. And I've kind of got a bit of a fiery taste in my mouth, so I think I'm gonna go get that like 32 centimeter ice cream that's really popular in Korea. We've done a decent amount to say I left my accommodation at 3:30. I didn't get everything done, but like I've had an authentic Korean meal. I've done quite a few like little bits and bobs. Like I've been to them markets, I've been to the other markets. Like I've done relatively well. Just take time, these markets again. So you how confident you get in an area so fast. A couple of days and you're like, you know what I mean? I still don't really know one Korean word. I know gamsan, well it's actually kind of longer than that. And I was saying the wrong thing originally, but whatever. I literally forgot how long this was. I thought it was like at the top, but apparently it's like 5 minutes to walk in. How crazy. Bitch. It's not quite as tall as it shows in the pictures, but still. Very tall. My friend Sam got a taller one when she was in Korea, so that's probably good because it's just me. I'm such a clickbait ass bitch, I'm literally so sorry. No, I bought it and it was like, keep it straight, and I wanted to be like, oh honey, I've not kept it straight since 2016, like. Okay, this is the way. And for 2001, which is literally like $2.50. No, $2.45. Do recommend. Thank you, myeongdong. I'm so cold. I'm going to save myself 10 minutes of walking and catch the train at 1 stop because I'm that cold. I did eat an ice cream in like 3-degree temperatures though, so that's probably why. I wanted to try one, so see me in car. Okay, so this was 2,500 won, which was more than my ice cream for a strawberry mochi, which is like, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Basically a strawberry dipped in chocolate and dipped in mochi covering. Very cute. How cute. I can't believe I didn't even know what mochi was. Japanese rice base, basically. Very nice. It's like sweet. They make so much stuff out of rice, it's so cool. It's like a strawberry covered in a chocolate substance, covered in like some sweet rice mixture. Very good. Let's say it again, but Tokyo would never, honestly. Very cool, but like Tokyo would never. This is a cool little exit though. It's not even that cool, it's just got a nice ceiling and some decoration. I'm so glad I did that. It probably didn't save me any time, but I didn't freeze to death. It's so cold out. Just ate an ice cream. And then it's literally like a 2-minute walk to my accommodation now. So that's been good. Okay, so I'll probably end the vlog here. The 3rd night in a row I've arrived late after eating at Myeongdong, but that's fine. I love that for me. Cute. At my Airbnb now. That's funny. I guess the thing that's okay about this place, and probably saw me complaining that they don't lock the door, is that because it's like dark, no one would have any idea. Oh my god, this is totally how I get murdered. Look at that. Like cool. Me in Korea alone at like midnight. Not a problem. This is cute. You don't even see. Oh my god, I'm keen to get in. Put my heating on. My outfit was originally looking quite poppin'. Oh well, not poppin', because it's like a capsule wardrobe. It was looking okay. And as the night's just gone on, I've just been like, I don't care. I've got my bag more in a messy position. I've got my coat all buttered up. I've got my scarf like a mess. I'm just like, not bothered. My hair looks like a mess. I've had my hood up all day. Anyway, night vlog. Night from I'm about 1/3 of the way into my trip, so you've still got to watch me explore Seoul a little bit more, and Hong Kong, and Singapore, and Bali. Still have quite a bit of adventure before me. I think what I'm going to do now is pay for extra luggage from here to Hong Kong. I thought I might be able to get away with not, but I'm going to need to, and it will take the stress off. So, fun. Bye guys. Stay gorgeous.